Hi Tel Aviv, this is Nטשה Vita-More here. Congratulations on your project. It looks like it's going to be a tremendous success. And I'd like to say that I really respect what you're doing. It takes a lot of courage to get out there and stand up for your beliefs. And I think that you're doing this, not only as transhumanists, but in the larger community of global life extensionists. Those of us who think that the limitation on our lifespan is something we need to remove and change. For example, our current lifespan, the maximum lifespan, is 123 years. Not enough. Not enough time to perhaps do all the things that we want to do with our lives, not only for ourselves, but for others too, for our families, for our friends, for our communities, for our countries, for our planet. And in participating in the universe, there's so many opportunities in the future, not only looking at the design-based elements of radical life extension and designing the humans that we want to be and want to become, but also taking a look at space exploration, taking a look at the cosmos, taking a look at our Earth and the ecology of the planet, considering that humans are not the most intelligent life form on the planet, is something that we need to think about, and perhaps that is something that may want to get us all revved up about living longer. With the advent of artificial intelligence and looking more ardently at radical life extension meeting general artificial intelligence, we might consider, how is that going to affect us as humans? Will we stay human, or will we become something other? Something like the transhuman and eventually the posthuman. These are ideas that have been permeating in the transhumanist community for quite some time, and they're starting to become understood in theoretical and philosophical communities outside of transhumanism. In academia, there are fields in the humanities and engineering and the cognitive and social sciences and other departments and domains that are looking at what is the type of human we want to become. Many of these research projects and the protocol for investigating this option, or this opportunity, let's say, are looking at it in considering the sciences and technologies tomorrow, what is often called NBIC, NEMBIC, Nanobioinfocogno. It's an interesting presumption, but before taking a look at what might emerge, we need to consider how we want to steer our future. Not only from a cybernetics approach, but from a humanistic approach, incorporating all the different belief systems that are available around our planet. We need to not just think about radical life extension as something that we want as a human-centric species, but how it might affect others. So there are three elements that are very important to think about. Number one, what type of humans might we want to become, whether it's human in a biological form, or whether it's a transhuman in a semi or non-biological form, or whether it's a post-human that could have many different forms and many different types of environments and personas. Number two, how are we going to get there? What types of technologies and innovations do we want to create to develop this future? Now certainly here comes the NBIC, the Nanobioinfocogno, the speculative technologies, the emerging technologies that are bringing way for the speculative technologies. Is this to be left to the domains of technology and science and philosophy and ethics, or do the artists and the designers have a say in this? I think so. I think we have a lot to say about it, especially in the areas of wearable technologies, bioarts, electronic arts, virtual reality, immersive environments, and a whole spectrum of design. The third element is to consider everyone else. It's not just our desire and our will to make this happen, radical life extension, or the vehicle, the methods, and the materials in getting there. But it's also to turn around and look at what's around us, what is in our environment besides us. Not only our animal companions and other types of animals and life forms on the planet, but also the cohesive, symbiotic relationship in difference to Len Margulies and her view on bacteria forming humans. We are a conglomeration, not only of the different variant biotechnologies and bacterias and ideas and philosophies and cultures. We are the amalgamation of life as it is that we see it. Perhaps it's just our perceptions that determines who we are and what we want to become. But we can't be so singular about it. We need to say, okay, this is my perception, or this is our perception as a human, and take a look at what other perceptions there could be. And I think this is one of the most stimulating areas of radical life extension in designing new types of humans and new types of whole body prosthetics, such as my primo post-human. To think about what type of perceptions we might develop through our sensorial mix, our intellectual acumen, advancing our brains, advancing our abilities, advancing our potentials. There's so many questions to ask, and I think one way to start doing this is by having projects like you have at Tel Aviv, to lift off the community into the concept of radical life extension and to engage others along the way. Good luck. Thank you, Tel Aviv. Ciao.